EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. All set for the first of 5 international games this season. The Falcons and Jags underway from London. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now a play fake. Carr. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On the carry, Bigsby. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
3rd and 9 here. From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second down, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And Mayfield just getting the play off. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And the tight end goes in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here's Mayfield. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Calvin Austin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
You look at this Jaguar defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here is 3rd and 5. Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Deep to return is Darius Davis. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5. Once again, it's Mostert. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Taking it about the 16. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Bigsby. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Returnable here for Davis. A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Defensively, Poona Ford with a tackle there.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Mayfield to throw it.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
His struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
From the gun, Mayfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A run here with Bigsby. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Now Mayfield. It's caught left side by Krulitz. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Now 3rd down and 7. Mayfield now. Will get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield, because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space, as they did right there.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback, because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
And they're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield.
shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, here comes Mostert. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 55 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here's Mostert.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
One more time with Mostert.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville.
Raheem Mostert, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes our score 17-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Carr now to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. To throw is Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Flushed out right. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Mayfield on play action. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 22. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. take the ball, and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Play action. Now it's Carr. Complete. This is Lewis. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tank Bigsby, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Mayfield going to switch things up here. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Isabella now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On play action, it's Carr. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Touchdown, Falcons. Hollywood, Marquise Brown from 19 yards away. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gano the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jerome Baker. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They hand it off to Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Mayfield going to switch things up here. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Carr. To Henry.
And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 2 important parts to that play. 1, you get a first down, obviously. Charles, 2, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field. So they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And my goodness, another interception.
It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Carr.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Mayfield to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brandon Cooks from 10 yards out.
And the Jags are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this will be a win.